I wonder what I'll get from this lucky block. Let's see. Tons of rainbow sheep? What am I gonna do with this? Hello everyone, this is Crafterman, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft, Green Plateau. So yeah, I have a bit of a problem here. I don't know how I'm going to deal with all these guys, but I guess it's good I have a lot of sheep here. But they're going to take up a lot of space. Anyway, so yeah, they're already beginning to fall into quicksand, like everything in the desert does. So yeah, this episode ends in a 6, so in this episode, I'll be telling a story of something that has happened in Minecraft, and this week's story is going to be about a skeleton that lived about, oh, okay, one of them already died. It's going to be about a skeleton named Rico, who lived about 30 Minecraft years ago. Once upon a time, there was an ordinary skeleton named Rico. He had trained to fight like all the mobs, but since there were no players in his world, he never really got a chance to use his skills. The only chance he would ever get to use his skill is if an animal rebelled against King Ender's rules. So one day Rico walked through a cave, looking for people that might be doing something against the rules of the great King Ender. It took a while, but eventually he saw something out of the ordinary. A pig was digging a tunnel through the cave. Rico knew what he had to do. He aimed an arrow at the pig and shot him dead. Rico was rather proud of the work he had done. He brought back the pig's remains to show to his silver skeleton general. As Rico had hoped, his silver skeleton general was very impressed. As a reward, he gave Rico a piece of armor. It wasn't much, but it was something. After all, for a mob, any piece of armor is a token of hard work and effort. Rico proudly showed off his shining golden helmet to his friends. Unfortunately, Rico's friends grew jealous and started fighting over who had the better armor and weapons. Most of them didn't have anything, but they figured that the one who survived would get a reward from King Ender for putting a stop to all of the nonsense. Rico knew what he had to do. He began shooting through the crowd, shooting at all of the skeletons that were once his friends, just to win an award. Just as Rico had hoped, he emerged as one of the last skeletons standing, and he told King Ender that he was the one that put the stop to the fight, not the one that started it, and King Ender believed him. Henceforth, Rico was given an iron chestplate and chain armor, but after that, King Ender sent Rico on a mission. A player had recently joined the world. They were mostly a noob by the looks of their house, but they were still a player, and still something that King Ender did not want in the world. So he sent Rico as an assassin to not only kill the player, but destroy their house and make them leave the game and never come back. Now this was kind of a hard task, because players can respawn, and they wouldn't give up so easily. So Rico knew he would have to kill this player over and over again. That night when the sun began to set, Rico snuck down into the house and looked for this player that he was about to meet. And then he saw him. Rico was hoping for a noob based on the looks of his house, but this guy had full diamond armor and a diamond sword. So Rico thought two could play at that game. He took off his armor so that the player wouldn't expect anything and didn't even shoot at him at first. The player backed off, ready to charge at the skeleton that he saw. But just then, Rico ambushed him and shot him over and over again until he was dead. After Rico had killed the player the first time, he put on the player's armor, giving him the upper hand, and Rico shot the player and killed him over and over again until he indeed quit Minecraft. So Rico became a mob celebrity, and King Ender grew confident that he could drive out any player that ever joined Minecraft. Well, he actually, in Season 1, if you saw it, he tried to drive us out of the Green Plateau. But if you've watched it, you know that he failed.